Welcome to Movie Story Short, where we summarize your favorite films in just a few minutes. Today, we're diving into the chilling world of Supernatural. Get ready for an exciting and detailed journey through the movie. The movie opens with a mysterious and eerie scene in a remote town. A young couple, Emily and James, are driving down a desolate road at night. As their car passes through dense woods, the radio begins to crackle with static, and Emily's unease grows. Suddenly, a figure appears in the middle of the road, causing James to swerve violently. The car crashes, leaving the couple stranded. As James inspects the damage, Emily hears faint whispers coming from the woods. She calls out, but no one answers. Moments later, James returns to the car, but his expression has changed. He's distant, almost robotic. Emily senses something is terribly wrong, but before she can react, James begins speaking in a voice that isn't his own. The camera cuts to black, and the ominous title card, Supernatural, appears on the screen. The story then shifts to Sam and Dean Winchester, two brothers who have dedicated their lives to hunting supernatural creatures and protecting humanity. They are seasoned hunters, with Sam being the more analytical and empathetic of the two, while Dean is impulsive and fiercely protective of his family. The brothers receive a tip about strange occurrences in the small town where Emily and James disappeared. Upon arriving in the town, Sam and Dean notice that the locals are unusually quiet and avoid discussing recent events. They meet Sheriff Hawkins, who reluctantly shares that several people have gone missing in the woods. He warns the brothers to stay away, claiming the area is cursed. Determined to uncover the truth, Sam and Dean investigate the woods. They discover signs of occult activity, including strange symbols carved into trees and remnants of ritualistic offerings. Their research leads them to an old urban legend about a vengeful spirit known as the Hollow One, said to haunt the woods and possess those who enter its domain. As night falls, the brothers set up camp near the heart of the woods. Dean, ever the skeptic, jokes about the legend, while Sam meticulously examines the symbols they found. Their banter is interrupted by a sudden, bone-chilling scream echoing through the forest. Armed with salt-loaded shotguns and iron weapons, they venture toward the source of the noise. They find a terrified young woman, Sarah, hiding behind a tree. She explains that she escaped from a group of possessed townspeople who tried to drag her into the woods. She begs for their help, revealing that her brother, Ethan, is still missing. Sam and Dean promise to find Ethan and protect her. The next day, the trio returns to the town to gather more information. They notice that the townspeople seem to be under a collective trance, performing their daily tasks in eerie synchronization. Sam hypothesizes that the spirit's influence extends beyond the woods and has begun corrupting the entire town. While Dean questions the sheriff, Sam visits the local library to research the town's history. He discovers that the land was the site of a tragic event centuries ago, where a woman accused of witchcraft was burned at the stake. Her dying curse vowed revenge on the descendants of her tormentors. Sam realizes that the Hollow One is the manifestation of her wrath, feeding on fear and hatred. Back at their motel, Sam and Dean devise a plan to confront the spirit. They gather supplies for a banishment ritual, including purified salt, iron chains, and sacred herbs. Sarah insists on joining them, determined to save her brother. That night, they return to the woods. As they prepare for the ritual, they encounter Ethan, but he is no longer himself. His eyes are dark, and his movements are unnaturally jerky. He attacks the group, forcing Dean to restrain him with the iron chains. Sarah's pleas for her brother to fight the possession seem to reach him momentarily, but the spirit's grip is too strong. The group continues deeper into the woods, guided by Sam's knowledge of the symbols. They reach an ancient clearing where a massive, gnarled tree stands at the center. Sam identifies it as the source of the spirit's power. As they begin the banishment ritual, the spirit manifests as a shadowy figure with glowing eyes. The spirit unleashes a torrent of supernatural energy, creating illusions to confuse and terrify the group. Dean sees visions of their deceased father, accusing him of failing their family. Sam is confronted with memories of his time in hell, while Sarah is tormented by an image of Ethan's lifeless body. Despite the chaos, they cling to their mission. Sam recites the incantation while Dean protects him from the spirit's attacks. Sarah musters her courage and adds her voice to the ritual, calling out to her brother and urging him to fight. The combined effort weakens the spirit, causing the clearing to shake violently. In a final act of defiance, the spirit attempts to possess Sarah, but Ethan, in a moment of clarity, sacrifices himself to save her. His selfless act disrupts the spirit's power, and Sam completes the banishment. The spirit dissipates into a wisp of smoke, and the forest falls silent. The next morning, the group emerges from the woods, battered but alive. Sarah mourns her brother's loss but thanks Sam and Dean for their bravery. The brothers leave the town, knowing their work is far from over. As they drive away, Dean quips about taking a vacation, while Sam reflects on the emotional toll of their mission. The camera pans out, showing the tranquil forest, now free from the spirit's darkness. And here we end the movie. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thanks for watching Movie Story Short, where we summarize films in just a few minutes. See you next time.